What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you are having a great day today. Getting into this episode of GH. This was a sad episode. It was a sad but good one. Sam's memorial. Um, but before I get into the actual memorial, I just want to say I thoroughly enjoyed the Lucas and Ava scenes today at the grave site at the cemetery. I enjoyed those scenes. You know what I'm saying? It just felt so good to see them bonding and, like really like talking and stuff like that. And him, how some people do with Ava, they talk to her with pure venom. It was good that Lucas was vulnerable with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, he don't think that much of Ava a lot of times because, the mess that she done did over the years. But I like that he's really like talking to her and getting to know her. You know what I'm saying? They're getting to know each other on a different level, getting closer. And I actually enjoy that because it sucks that, she couldn't do that with Sam. That her and Sam never had that opportunity to really like get to know each other and stuff because, Ava's going to be Ava. That's just what it is. But I think deep down she really does care about, her family, people that's close to her. She really do care. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she does crazy things that will upset her family members, that will upset people that, she became close with. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But they should be used to that. I mean, come on. They're related to people that do that type of mess all the time. So I'm glad that he got a chance to bond with his aunt and stuff. Um, and it's kind of funny that they're both bonding over being the outsiders now. Because Lucas is feeling like an outsider at this point. Ever since Danny lashed out at him and told him not to come to the funeral, he's feeling more, isolated from everybody. Because he's carrying this guilt. And I wish that he would let that guilt go. Because this is not his damn fault. I hate that he's blaming himself for this. But like I said, I'm glad him and Ava got a chance to sit down and talk. And, he's getting to know his aunt. And I freaking live for it. I love it. And it's so funny to watch, Ava talk about Julian and stuff, about how much, he deep down, he loved his kids and all that, because she was ready to off him a couple times. So it's funny that she say nice things about Julian when knowing good and well she was ready to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Before Sonny got to him, she was ready to take that man out. But I love me some Ava though. I do. She's a complicated person, but she do love her family, as complicated as she is and as nutty as she can be. She definitely loved them. I just wish that, her and Sam could have got more scenes and stuff together and they could have kind of bonded and whatnot. At least be cool with each other. I wish that we could have had those types of scenes. But I'll take it with her and Lucas. I would definitely take it. At least, she get the bond with him. It ain't too late. So moving on from that, getting into this memorial. This was sad. It was quite a few people. Like, it was a lot of people there, but I also felt like some integral people were missing. Major people I felt like were missing. Like, Diane definitely should have been there. Laura definitely should have been there because I noticed that she wasn't there. And I'm like, if anybody should have been there, it should have been her behind. Because Alexa's daughter done died saving your damn daughter. So you should have been in the second row. Because the first row is reserved for family, but her butt should have been in the second pew. Like, where you at, Miss Laura? Because it definitely ain't by Lulu's side. So what's her excuse for not being at this funeral? And I don't want to hear mayoral business. I don't know. You the mayor. You can tell them to wait, and that's what you got a deputy mayor for. Tell them to wait. You got a funeral to attend. Out of respect, she should have been there. But I digress. I really wish Diane could have been there. But don't get me wrong. I know why some people couldn't be there. More than likely it's because of budgetary issues and whatnot, which I understand. But it's a couple people that could have been booted out the funeral to make room for the people that should have been there. Number one, violin boy, Gio. I feel like they keep shoehorning him into scenes because he didn't need to be at that funeral. That boy did not know Sam. He did not share no scenes with Sam. They were not buddies. What was he there for other than to play that damn violin? They could have got anybody to do that. You could have got Jimmy Crack Corn from up the block to play that violin. You did not need Gio there to play that. You could have got anybody to play a song. You could have got the crackhead on the block to play a tune for 50 cents. Come on now, you ain't need no Geo up in there. I'm telling you, they be just pushing that boy in scenes. He didn't need to be there. Nina, who the hell she thinks she is? Sitting there talking about, oh, she can't believe Jason showed up. That was his ex-wife and the mother of his son, you cocoon. Of course he gonna be there. He got way more right to be there than Nina, funky behind. And the only reason Nina ought to be ashamed of herself. This is what I'm talking about. Nina need to go to her office at Crimson and go find some shame. Because for her to sit next to this fool, Drew, who be sexing up her own daughter, like, girl, if you don't get the hell on, you look very pathetic sitting there next to that man. Trying to show you a little support. Like that's the thirst is real. You must be that dehydrated, cause really, like the mere fact, and that's what she think that he did with her daughter is kiss. The mere fact that he kissed your daughter while still sexing you up should be a problem in itself, and she obviously don't see a problem. Like, girl, get some shame and get up out that seat and go. Why are you sitting next to him? Out of everybody that spoke at the funeral, I was so freaking glad Drew didn't get up and speak. I was happy as hell. That's the last person I think should have spoke. Because in my opinion, this version Drew was very insignificant in Sam's life, so there was really no need for him to get up. Now, if this was BM Drew, Billy Miller's Drew, oh hell yeah, I would have loved for him to get up and speak. But God rest his soul. But this version of Drew, I'm glad he just sat there, looked dumb, and be quiet. I'm glad he sat there, look like you look, and just hush. He shouldn't even have came. But I mean, I give him a pass for going because that was his ex too and his baby mama as well. So I give him that pass. But I'm grateful he was just on mute the whole time. Thank God. Because either if he wasn't on mute, I would have to literally get my remote and put him on mute. We didn't need to hear no testimonies from him. I'm just not here for some random people, for people just showing up at funerals for somebody they ain't had no connection to. Like, I don't know. I mean, I understand a +1, but I mean, usually a +1 is for a party or a wedding. I get that they there to support and shit, but no, I don't show up to people's funeral like if I ain't know you like that, or if I never really barely had any interaction with you. I ain't about to show up. You know what I'm saying? Because that seat could have went to somebody who was more important in your life. But I digress. A lot of the eulogies were beautiful, especially Molly's and Christina. I enjoyed theirs. Carly and stuff. I loved all the flashbacks. Especially the little bitch fights between Carly and Sam at the penthouse. I honestly, and I enjoyed what Liz had to say about it. I feel like in terms of friendship, the most believable one for me was Sam and Liz. I felt like that was genuine. That friendship I felt was genuine. Her and Carly felt more frenemy to me. That's how that felt. It basically felt how Nina and Ava's friendship is. That's how that felt. Her friendship with Liz, I felt really got to a genuine place, throughout the years. Like, they genuinely cared about each other and tried to support each other, and there was no hidden agenda. There was no, backhandedness or nothing like that. I felt like it was genuine. Like, they genuinely started to like each other. And her and Carly, I just felt was straight up frenemies. They just put that friend title there until something happened and they were back into bitch mode with each other. But I enjoyed those flashbacks and them having cat fights and arguing and throwing shade. I miss those days. I miss them so much because I remember literally sitting and watching those episodes, like especially during the 2007 to 2008 era. I love that. That was such good soap TV during that time. I mean, even the 90s and stuff like that. But that 2007, 2008 was peak. Like, that was real good. Minus the Quartermain, bloodbath that was going on with that family. When they were getting rid of family members over there. That part I didn't like. But all the other drama, it was so good. So juicy. So top tier. Like, even the promos were freaking amazing during that time. Like, it was just, you can't duplicate that today. But yeah, a lot of the testimony, a lot of the eulogies were so beautiful, so touching, especially Spinelli. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna miss his fair Samantha. He is gonna miss her down. Like, I just know he gonna miss her just to the depths of his soul. Like he said, that was like one of the first people to befriend him. Um, Especially Rocco. What he had to say. Because he really views Sam as a mother. That was beautiful and touching what he had to say about her, and especially Danny and Jason. I'm glad they got up and spoke. As they should. As they should. I'm glad they did. Um, I'm glad, Jason was there for his son, and he was there, for Scout as well, letting them know how great their mom was and how special she was. I'm glad Jason showed up for them and showed out. Um, Dante's eulogy was so sad. It was so sad. I really did like him and Sam as a couple because I felt like he got the more evolved Sam when he got with her. Like she really turned into a family lady. You know what I'm saying? Like she cared about her kids. She, prioritized them. Like her and Dante really did create a nice, cute little family. I just wish that, the writers gave them more airtime, gave them an actual storyline and stuff together, instead of shoehorning them into other people's story and they barely got airtime together. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have been dope if they had their own like real story, like meat and potatoes kind of story. But I definitely vibe with the little family that they created for themselves. I think it was beautiful, and I feel bad for Dante, but he gonna bounce back. He definitely will. He gonna bounce back from this quicker than he thought, but he will bounce back. Um, I felt horrible for Alexis, having to get up there and talk about her daughter. Cause I know that's a sore spot for her is, missing out on Sam's childhood. Like that's always gonna be something she regrets. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to, share birthdays with her when she was a kid and all that type of stuff. But you know what? The good thing is they spent a lot of years together and they built that bond with each other. And it took a little time because when they, first met, it was very rocky. If y'all all remember them times, it was rocky. They Alexis and Sam used to go at it, boy. But I'm glad that they created this, great relationship and she got those years with her. But I know that ain't easy for her to be, stand up there, talking about her daughter, in the past tense. Like that, no parent should have to do that. Um, but yeah, those eulogies were very touching, very beautiful. Violin boy, he did an okay job with his violin, but again, he wasn't needed there. Kudos to him for playing the cello. Ooh. I always wanted to learn how to play a violin. I swear to God, I always had a fascination with trying to play that thing. I did once. I think when we were in music class back in like fourth grade, they had to switch me back over to the triangle because that was the best thing I could play was that damn triangle because that violin was just not it for me. Not back then. Maybe now, I got a little bit more patience today, but back then, shit. It wasn't going down back then with that violin, but that triangle though, I was hitting that bitch. Boop, boop, boop. I was up in the play. We was doing that. Um, I guess Lucky was there, probably on behalf of Laura and whatnot. Maybe he was representing for her. He gave his little speech. I almost forgot Lucky ass was at the funeral. I forgot. Even he was up there talking. I said, "Oh, they let Lucky talk." Okay. Um, and I'm glad that he, looked over at the Davis girls and let them know, like, listen, my family is forever in your debt. I'm glad he know, because Alexis, she a Cassadine now. She gonna collect on that debt. So Lucky, don't forget now. Don't forget, they gonna collect. But I did enjoy what Molly had to say though, because whether Sam is physically here or not, she always gonna be a Davis woman. She always gonna be a part of the Davis girls. You know what I'm saying? Like always. I love that, Molly and Christina and Alexis got to embrace and, have their moment and whatnot. That was beautiful. It was beautiful. That whole service was just, it was fire. Um, I love the little montage that they played in Sam's honor, her seducing Sonny and all that type of stuff. Oh my God, Sam was bad. Sam was so bad. I'm gonna miss her. Like, I really am. It's gonna be awkward not having Sam around though. It's like really gonna be weird. Um, but yeah, that was a beautiful memorial. It was a nice funeral service. Moving on from that. So Lulu, after 4 years of being in a coma, she just popped her eyes open. I mean, I'm happy Lulu back, and I hope they actually give her a good story. But that's how you coming back? You just gonna pop your eyes open? Like, what is this? The rise of the dead? Like you, like, oh, okay, girl, okay. Like we've been waiting for you to wake your ass up all this time. You just gonna pop open like the undead? All right, I guess I reckon. Um, but anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.